Here at Camp Confidential with Omaha Westside. Joining us is senior linebacker Quinton Warren. Quinton, thanks for your time. Two, how you're a couple of practices in now. How's it gone so far? I guess first regular practices.
I mean, every day we're just showing up, working hard. We get here 5:30 in the morning sharp. Make sure everyone's focused on the little things. We're attacking everything, just trying to be prepared one step at a time, get ready for week one, and then work from there.
There been any bumps so far as you get started, or has it been pretty smooth in this
It's been pretty smooth. I mean, the past couple of years we've done in the morning, so we're all kind of used to it, and it's just kind of in the same routine, just focus on the little things, just doing the same thing over and over again, just be mentally and physically prepared for week one.
Obviously, Westside has won, a lot in the last 4, 5, 8, 10 years, whatever it is, for a long time.
Yeah.
You guys had just the one loss in the state championship last year. How do you get back there and get over the hump?
I mean, the standard is state championship, so I mean, it really hit us all hard. I mean, watching our seniors just cry last game. I mean, that was the last time we couldn't do it for them. Like, everyone's just motivated. We're all disciplined. We're all motivated to get back there and just show them what we can do and just be prepared to have an opportunity to do what we can, show what we can do.
Defensively, what's kind of the mentality of this year's squad that you've seen so far comparative to where you guys finished last year?
Well, I mean, we're trying to be the most physical team in the state, offense and defense, and I feel like our defense this year is all really close. We all hang out. We're all best friends, and we kind of just play together. And when we play for one, if we don't play for ourselves and play for someone else, it's gonna make us play harder.
You had 4 interceptions, 6 tackles for loss last year. Kind of a breakout season for you last year on the field. How do you improve on that this year?
I mean, just kind of do the same things and then just trying to get better at each thing. Trying to play a little bit faster this year. Just work on everything I can that I wasn't the best at last year, and just kind of keep building on what I did to just improve.
You, in your room, the linebacker room, you lost Christian Jones, who obviously is a great player.
Yeah.
You don't replace a player like that, but hey, you have a new piece. Spencer came over from Millard West, and he's a good player. How has kind of that room gelled, if you will, so far?
Well, I mean, we all rely on each other. I mean, I'm not myself without him. He's not himself without me. Same with other linebackers, all our D-line. We're all just kind of gelled together. Without each of us, we're not we got to compete together. We got to play together, or else we can't we won't have our own success.
When you look at impact defensive plays, what does that mean for your defense as you get ready for the season?
I mean, our goal is just we want to take the ball away. We want to be physical. We want to out-hit our opponent. We want to get the ball back to our offense. We're just trying to out-physical everyone, play faster than everyone, and get takeaways and give our offense a chance to score.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Camp Confidential here at Omaha Westside with Owen James Sr. Owen James. Owen, thanks for joining us and taking some time. How's practice gone so far for you?
Good. We've been just focused on improving every day, showing up, working, just focused on that next practice, most important practice of the year. So whatever it is, if it's just a lift, if it's a workout, if it's a walkthrough, that's what we're focused on, and we're just trying to maximize every single opportunity we get.
Have you been looking forward to kind of this new experience and being a leader and a senior on this group?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I was a pretty big leader of our team last year, but I feel like I've really been trying to step up, and I feel like I've just really tried to take command of the team, and I know how to lead, and I want to be able to lead us in the right direction and get us on the right path to get back to the state championship game.
Obviously, you've only lost one game in your career. That one game stung a little bit. How do you has that been some motivation for you guys?
Well, for sure. But I mean, ultimately, we're just focused on ourselves and how we can improve. That game definitely motivates us, but we just want to keep living up to that standard that Westside lives by, and it's just how we're going to roll.
Just one game at a time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Does it feel odd to kind of be considered the hunter again instead of the hunted? Being, a lot of people talk about Westside, Millard South, and kind of the rest of the group from there.
We always talk about being the hunter and not being the hunted. We attack games. We say tonight we're going to hunt. We're going to go be the predator tonight. We're gonna go do something bad to some people. That's our goal every game. So we always try to turn that target that's on us, turn it back on the other team. So that's kind of our philosophy with how we go about things.
I want to talk about Phelpsfield here. One, there's a big addition to kind of the school that obviously is going to help the future. This is a pretty good home field advantage.
Yeah.
It's one of the most unique home field advantages in Class A for sure. What's it like playing here on a Friday?
There's nothing better. I remember watching my brother when they first started doing the purge, like the sirens.
Yeah.
I remember the first game they did that, and I just got every single time. It's just something special, and nothing beats it. And the adrenaline I feel walking out of that tunnel, just seeing all the fans, seeing all the students, seeing my family up in the stands. There's nothing better than it.
With kind of the home atmosphere and then the winning streak and everything else that comes with being a part of Westside, there's been a lot of pressure that comes with that, right? Even the high-profile names you've played with that will be on this year's team too. How does the team handle that amount of spotlight and just that amount of attention you guys get year in and year out?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it's just about living up to our standard because I mean, it doesn't matter your name, doesn't matter how many stars you got, how big of a recruit you are, or all that stuff. It's just how hard you work and how much effort and toughness you're going to put into our program, and no matter what, you'll get back what you put in. So that's what we talk about a lot. It's our standard.
I want to ask you one last question, and it's about Justin Parrish, sophomore. He's going to be relied on this year to help you guys out. What have you seen from him so far?
You know, Justin, when he turns it on, he can be something special. I see it in him a lot, and really excited to see what he's going to do this year and how he's going to step up to the challenge that's facing him ahead.
All right, man. E.T.
Yep, E.T.
Camp Confidential here with Omaha Westside and Coach Paul Limongi. Coach, thanks for taking the time and thanks for letting us, do this with your team. How's camp been so far, I guess, in 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days in, I think it's going pretty well. Finishing up the second day, I thought we got better than we were yesterday. The first couple days, you're in helmets, you're kind of just moving around, doing some basic fundamentals. Tomorrow we go half rack, so you're kind of picking it up a little bit. And then, Friday's when football truly starts. So, we're right where we need to be. We just got to keep working, getting better every day, and see what happens.
Coach, we've asked your other players that we talked to earlier just about the motivation coming off of the state championship finish last year. But, I mean, you yourself, personally, you're probably pretty amped up to try to get back there, too, yourself, just with your story and what happened last November. Yeah,
it was a weird finish. Going back towards November, I thought we were playing really good football. And then, some things happened there at the end, and I had to sit out that last game. But, really proud of how the guys competed and how they finished. But, it happened. We went out and competed the best we could, and, you got to move on. And gave us a little bit of motivation to attack the off season like we did. And I think our guys are hungry about, trying to get back and just having a great year. So, we got to reinvent ourselves every year, and every year's new challenges, and, you kind of just move on and try to reload the best you can and play as hard as you can. So, it's always an exciting time of year.
Braylon obviously had a good year last year. Over 2,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I'm sure you'd like to clean that up and clean those things up. What kind of growth have you seen from him, particularly getting all the recruiting attention that he's gotten, and that matures people real quick?
Yeah, I thought he handled it great. The guys that came before him really did a great job of kind of handling the process and doing it with maturity and humility. So I think he picked up on that, and he always kept a level head and treated people with respect and listened to everybody. And, I think he grew from the experience. And he knows that, for him to be the type of player he wants to be and the type of player we need him to be, he's got to continue to grow and improve, and I think he has. He's gotten a lot stronger. He's really improved, some classroom work, and his arm's gotten stronger, and he's got a better understanding of the offense. So we're excited to see what he can do this year. Anytime you got a year underneath your belt, you become more familiar with execution and delivering, the ball where it needs to go. And so far he looks pretty sharp. And we're going to keep working at it. And by the time game time comes, he should be in good shape. And as long as he gets better every game and keeps working, he should have a great year.
His leadership's gotten a lot better.
Yeah,
too.
He's been vocal. He's taken great command of the offense. He's becoming a real vocal leader, and he kind of sets the pace, sets the tempo, and we've noticed that really today that he wants us going, and he wants execution, and people are really starting to listen to him, and he's getting the respect from his teammates because he's really a worker, and he wants to be the best he can be, and he really wants the best for everybody.
Your team has had so much expectations for years on years, the past decade or plus. When you look at the seniors and the guys that are coming into your program now and need to step into big roles, how do you balance the expectations of the program with learning and trying to develop as a player?
Yeah, I mean, we have a culture here that's pretty strong, and we say that, but we study it, we learn it, we educate ourselves on it, we preach it, we live it, and it makes transition from year to year a little easier. And we don't focus on the outcome. We focus on the process, and we focus on getting better every day. And our goals are never about winning games. They're about self-improvement. They're about effort. They're about being tough and doing the best we can in all situations. So there really is no stress when that's your focus is. And when we play a game, our guys understand that the scoreboard is important, but we just want our guys to focus on one play at a time and look up at the end and see what happens. And that's how we approach our workouts, our meetings, everything we do is let's just focus on the steps in front of us first, and let's do the best we can in the moment, and then the outcome usually takes care of itself. So our kids kind of buy into that. It's kind of stress-free that you're not outcome-based, and that's kind of the way we like it here. So it's kind of the way we do business.
You lost Keenan Cotton at the receiver position. Obviously, he was electric.
Yeah.
But Mo Purify, Eli Johnson, Bryson Williams, Andrew Taggy, like those are pretty good players at that wide receiver position that we should be able to take that mantle. What have you seen from them?
Yeah, they look pretty good. It's a lot of those guys like Eli and Mo have a lot of experience at that position, and they're kind of leaders of that group. But then there's some young guys stepping up, and they look sharp too. And it's just about growth and getting that game experience and being able to handle the pressures that come with the game, and how to handle the lights being on and making the catches when they need to be met, and they seem to be doing a great job. What they have going for them is that they work really hard. They're trying to really pay attention to details and kind of do the little things when it comes to route running and stock blocking and spacing, and I think that helps them a lot, and they want to be good, and so far they've been doing a nice job. They got a lot of work to do, but we'll live and die with those guys.
I was really impressed with your team's communication, not only from the coaching staff and how you communicate just in practices and teaching moments, but also how quickly the players picked up on everything. I know they've been in the system, like you said, but I mean, how easy is that transition to take it here from practice and then speed it up and get them ready to react when it gets to the first week? Yeah,
usually it's the first game is always a little tricky with stuff like that, but we put in a lot of time, and one thing about football is that you do all this time preparing and practicing and meeting and training, and you only play 9 games, so you got to be a grinder. And we've been meeting for a while now, and our guys first have to learn terminology and then concepts, and then try to install that as early as you can. And then when it's you have team camps, and then you have fall camp, and then hopefully they start to get it, and then you vocalize it and you teach it, and then you have to practice it, and then you have to execute it. So the more you do it, the more you're assertive about it, the more they're going to get it. So that's what we try to do, and we try not to leave too many stones unturned, and the coaches are great at communicating, and we have to be.
Last one, and a guy that is a quick one here, a guy that's really undervalued maybe from an outside perspective, I know not internally, is Reed McIntyre.
Yeah.
He was 102 tackles, 78 of them solo.
Yeah.
Like he's a really nice player, I guess. What the growth from last year to this year?
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He's just ET. He just plays in such a physical manner. He wants to be good so bad. He loves Westside. He does all the little things. He dominates the things he controls: his training, his diet, his studying, his film work. He works hard. He visualizes, and he's fearless. And he's a great leader. He wants the best in others as well. So, him in our secondary and even offensively and how he leads with all aspects of our program is just unmatched. And he's healing up with the little foot injury, and kind of we want to make sure he's really sharp and ready to go, and he will be. But he's just invaluable to our program.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having us.